Hey, good morning. We're in historic Grass Valley at the Mill Street Sock Company. They're not open yet because it's very early in the morning. It's about 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning. But I'm just gonna doing my morning walk through this historic little mountain town, and it looks awesome. Nobody's really out yet. A few people are out, kind of walking around. We're gonna go down and get coffee. There's a sign that says, "Welcome to Grass Valley." Look at these beautiful buildings. It is very much like you feel when you're here, like you're in an episode of Bonanza. It is beautiful here. It is life in a Wild West town is how I would describe this place. Very much a feeling of the mountains, but then also the feeling of a small town. We are nestled in between the Tahoe National Forest and the Sierra Nevada, surrounded by giant trees, redwoods, ponderosa pines, Douglas fir. It's a very slow-moving town. It's a small population. There's probably about 12,000 people that live here. It's very quiet, very quaint. All the buildings, my son was telling me that, you know, of course, as you would imagine, there's a lot of historic preservation that goes on in this town. So any businesses, any new businesses, it all has to comply with the city ordinance as to how these buildings look. Nothing can be renovated on the exterior, I suppose. They want all the exterior of the buildings to remain in the historic fashion, which I absolutely love. Look at this. You know, because I come from San Francisco, where they just throw out the old like it's nothing in many cases. They'll just remove historical things. Not so here. This is the Nevada County Bank. I don't know the full history, but I'm sure that this was a major location that was built here at the very beginning. This town is surrounded by large productive gold mines and silver mines. So this bank was a central part of all the mining and the gold discovery, as well as this downtown area. There's a lot of saloons and hotels here in the old days to entertain the miners and the people that had profited off of the discovery of gold here in the 1850s, late 1840s, all the way up to the 1880s and 90s. People were still mining for gold here. Let's go down here and take a real quick look at Chris Stevens. He is a Grass Valleyan. Oh, he's going that way. City worker coming through to clean. So this is called Stevens Court. It's dedicated to Chris Stevens, who came from Grass Valley. He was the ambassador to Libya that was killed in Benghazi. 12 years ago yesterday. Today's the 12th of September, 2024. Thank you, Chris. Just a beautiful place, right? A lot of boutiques. All kinds of little shops. Here's the local comic and game and card store. Grass Valley Games, comics, collectibles, and cards. I had a nice walk this morning. This is the first time that I am doing my walk in a counterclockwise fashion. So instead of coming down the street, you know, this way, today I made a big loop and I came back this way. Hey, goodbye. Good morning, you guys. Beautiful, huh? I love this place. I think it's beautiful. Smells great here. That's another thing. We don't have smell-o-vision yet on these cameras, so I can tell you that everywhere you walk around here, it smells like camping. Okay, you know that smell when you go camping? This place smells like camping everywhere all the time, outside. All you smell is trees. Every direction you look is trees beyond the buildings in this town. We're surrounded by Tahoe National Forest. This is the historic Del Oro Theater, built in 1942. I learned that from my friend Dr. Fibes. Did a little research on this theater and I can't wait. My son told me that every year at Halloween, well, every holiday, they do every holiday big here in this town. And every year at Halloween, he says they do a Halloween celebration here at the theater. They show monster movies and people dress up in Halloween costumes. I'm really looking forward to that. So let's see what's showing. Afraid, Beetlejuice, and Deadpool Wolverine. Up here it says Free Trailer Fest, 10 to 12 Saturday. Oh, that's in a couple days. Raffle and food sample. So there's something going on Saturday, I guess. I don't know what Afraid is about. I never heard of this movie. The Wild Robot. That looks pretty cool. I don't know about this. That looks neat, huh? Oh, look at that. They have a monitor. So it's 8:14 a.m. $5 flashback films. Isn't this neat? Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. you get $5 movies, and then you can vote for the $5 movies. So it looks like yesterday they showed Shawshank, and next week it looks like The Dark Knight. Or not next week, in October 2nd. It looks like it's every 2 weeks or so. Practical Magic and Indiana Jones. Very cool. I love this. See if we can see in here at all. Can't wait to go in here. My son said it's beautiful inside of this theater. I haven't been in there yet. Here's another $5 flashbacks. It's Saturdays, all shows at 10 a.m. and it's only $5. And you've got all the Harry Potter movies. This is it's unusual to say the least. Where I come from, there's nobody that charges $5 to get in to see a movie. Oh, see, there's those trees I told you about. Remember how I said basically in every direction that you turn, you know, just beyond these Wild West buildings is just miles of forest. We're, like I said, we're nestled in the Tahoe National Forest here, and this is an old town. It was originally founded just because of this gold mine and because of the discovery of all the money and the gold. So that's kind of how this was all built, and people for miles around in each direction, there really wasn't anything back then. So like I mentioned, that bank that we looked at, that was the place where people would come to turn in their gold. You know, in the 1870s, it would be the only place where they could bank their gold. They might travel from miles away to come here just to shop for their provisions for a month or 2 or 3 months to make it through the winter or something like that. They'd come in here to town, cash in, and buy what they needed and go back to their claim. thanks for hanging out with me for a real quick talk and walk this morning. I'm going to go back down the street and get a cup of coffee. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for being here with me.